Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review, another budget beer. It's funny, there's been multiple requests for this beer. This is a beer I've not had in probably 20 years, and it is Rolling Rock. I always enjoyed Rolling Rock's label for some reason. I always liked the green thing with the horse on it. I don't know. Used to drink this beer a bunch, early 2000s, because it was cheap. It was what I could afford. Rolling Rock, to me, it always, I don't know, it was kind of like, it didn't taste like Heineken, but it had a Heineken thing going where I talked about when we drank Heineken, it had like a skunky thing, and people think it's like an off flavor. Rolling Rock always had an off flavor to me, but I liked it for some reason. It was strange. I think it was kind of known for that, right? I can't remember that it's like acetaldehyde, something like that. But everyone says this beer is different now, so I don't know. Established in 1939, Latrobe Brewing. Let's see here. Rolling Rock is what, 4%? Oh, this light is killing me. 4.4%. So, does anybody know? Always said, cheers to you, 33. Does anybody know what 33 meant? We always said it was with the green thing. It was always for Larry Bird. 22229. 229th day of 2022, maybe? Who knows? It's wild to me that these people that have all this money can't put a normal date on the bottom of cans. Tons of smoke when we just opened that. So, yeah, it's been a long, long time since I've had this beer. So, let's revisit it. We've been drinking budget beers for a while now, and it's been awesome. Love it. It says extra pale, and holy smokes, this beer is light. I don't think I've ever poured a Rolling Rock into a glass before. I always drink it out of the green bottle, so I never realized how light this is. This is like natural light. This almost looks like water. There's barely a yellow hue to that. I don't know if it looks dark on camera, but this is one of the lightest beers I've seen in a long time. Good 2 fingers of fluffy bright white head. Tons and tons of carb though, lots of bubbles. But yeah, that looks like yellowish water. So let's shove our nose in it, see if it smells what we remember it smelling like. I don't think it does. It's very mild. It's bready, sourdough bread. Yeah, not a whole lot of aroma to this. I remember it being like, it had like a funk to it. It definitely does not have that. It just smells like kind of watery bread. Doesn't smell hoppy, it doesn't even really have like that American lager beer smell. Not a whole lot to the nose. Cheers. Thanks to you guys who recommended drinking this again. It's been a long time. It doesn't taste like much. It would be interesting to drink this beer blind next to Natural Light, because this beer is light and it's pretty flavorless. It's got a sweetness to it, but it's really just like kind of sourdough bread. And maybe like a slight like vegetal thing. But yeah, this doesn't taste like much. This is not the beer that I remember. I remember it having, I always talk about like a beer bite. I remember it having a beer bite. This doesn't have much of a beer flavor. It's very flavorless, very watery, thin. It's plenty like spritzy, prickly on your palate, but this beer is very forgettable. There's just not much to it. It is reminding me of drinking Natural Light, because I remember drinking that beer and just saying how it didn't really taste like much. There wasn't a whole lot to it. That's how this Rolling Rock is. This is not what I remember. So maybe they changed the recipe. People who mentioned reviewing this said, hey, try it. It doesn't taste the same anymore. I agree. This beer is not what I remember. And I drank plenty of Rolling Rock back then, to where I remember like it having like this cool funk to it that I really appreciated and liked for some reason. I think it was just different from the light beers that I drank. Yeah, this is pretty forgettable. Yeah, I mean, other than wanting to drink it blind with Natural Light, there's no reason to buy Rolling Rock anymore. And it sucks too, because right now I've been seeing a lot of Rolling Rock on sale, like $7.99 12 packs, which is pretty cheap right now as far as beer goes. But there's no reason to grab it. Like it doesn't taste like much. So that's it. There's not much else to say about it. Have you guys had this beer recently? Does it taste different to you? I mean, listen, it's been 20 years since I've had this beer. Maybe my memory's not what I thought it was, but this is not what I remember Rolling Rock being. So if I'm crazy, let me know that I'm crazy, and maybe it tastes the same. It just, I don't know. There's not much to it. So that's it. I'm out of here. Another budget beer in the books. See you guys soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.